Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone, and Madison Square Garden was rocking on Wednesday night as vaccinated fans brought with them a 90s feel to a game where it needed double overtime to separate the Knicks and Celtics. The man voted most improved player last season, Julius Randle, got 35 points for a Knicks team that had 5 other players scoring 10 or more points. Jaylen Brown showed he was fully recovered from a summer bout with COVID-19, scoring 46 points, the most by a Celtic on opening night in NBA history. We have those highlights.
An 11-game Wednesday night, but this the game of the night as Kemba Walker greets his former teammate Jason Tatum as the Knicks host the Celtics. Brown with the pull-up three. Then the Celtics in transition, Jaylen Brown with a tough reverse plus the foul. He had 20 points in the first quarter alone as the Celtics would lead the way by 4 at the half. Brown to Tatum for 3 more in the third. Then Evan Fournier getting it done defensively, blocking Langford. Derrick Rose with the loose ball to Obi Toppin for the fast break dunk. Then Julius Randle forcing the turnover, getting it ahead to RJ Barrett for the fast break dunk. Rose, yet again, this time on the assist to Toppin. Then Walker with the step back three. And of course, at MSG, his mom's loving it. Then with 11 and a half seconds to go in the fourth, off the inbounds, Alec Burks to Evan Fournier inside, putting the Knicks up 114 to 110. 9 seconds to go off the inbounds. Tatum to Brown for the deep three. Then the Knicks leading 116 to 113 after 2 Julius Randle free throws, 4.8 seconds to go. Dennis Schroeder to Marcus Smart for the game-tying 3 at the buzzer, and Spike Lee can't believe it. Brown had 46 points in this game, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. We're headed into overtime, tied at 116 apiece. Randle to Fournier for 3 more. He had 32 points and 6 rebounds in this game. Then Robert Williams to Tatum for, 3 again, tying things up at 128 apiece. 6 seconds to go. Tatum missing the jumper, 20 points and 11 rebounds to Tatum, and we are headed to a double overtime period, tied at 128 apiece. Randle driving, spinning in for the layup, plus the foul. He'd make that free throw. Then Rose driving in for the floater. Randle finished with 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists as the Knicks pull away to win at 138 to 134.
What a win for the Knicks. Well, moving on.
No, hold on, no. Did you see Spike Lee's suit just now, lads?
No, I didn't actually.
Spike Lee looked like popcorn and black pepper.
Popcorn.
I think he was. Well, I think he had a cane as well. Mm-hmm. He needs to take that cane and beat whoever made that suit to death.
And I'm sure he paid a lot for it.
Yeah. But what are Knicks though? Are they on the improve or what? 41 and 31 last season, making the playoffs. How good may they get? Because the seasons before that they were embarrassingly poor.
So, Whittaker, can you give me those numbers again and then ask the question again? 41-31.
No, I'm just saying. Right. Obviously they are on the improve. I just wanted how profound yes. is the improvement?
It's a good question to ask because there is profundity to the improvement. Because guess what?
Yes.
Julius Randle, for a long time, the Knicks have been bringing big name players in, but those big name players have not been playing like marquee franchise players. Carmelo was there. He had a thing, but the Carmelo at the Knicks was never the Carmelo at the Nuggets where he made his name. And there have been other big players who've come over time. And look, I can draw a long line through big names who've come to the Knicks and have not gone up a level and taken the team with them. From Stephon Marbury, and that was way back. Yeah, but anyway, Julius Randle was never one of those names. But he's come and he's had the impact that bigger names than him were intended to have.
Yes.
And he's taken the team with him. And don't forget, the Knicks fought a hell of a series with the Hawks last year in Atlanta when Trae Young went berserk and was killing them at Madison Square Garden every night when fans were allowed back into MSG. So the short answer to that question, Lance, is that they are for real. And if they fall below 41-31 this year, people will be very disappointed. And of course, if they don't make the playoffs and make a serious fist of it in the East, people will be disappointed, although the East is rather strong.
Exactly, and that was going to be my point. When they come up against these really strong teams, I feel like that's where they'll crumble.
But remember, I'm saying the roster this year is stronger, and for running so deep into for running so far into the playoffs last year with a roster the roster has been strengthened from my perspective. Randall now has the experience of engineering and carrying a team in the playoffs to a level where he never did before. So he's now, the same point you made yesterday about Giannis and winning the championship and how that relaxes you. You are now sure of yourself of what you can do. Randall is now sure of what he can do. He's going to take the Knicks far this year. They won't be stink this year. I can guarantee that.
One more, go ahead.
I'm just saying they're coming off the season before 21 and 45.
Awful.
And the season before that, 17 and 65. So they were embarrassingly poor for a team that has such a rich history. Yeah,
but I still wouldn't read much into the Knicks' performance because the Celtics yesterday, I felt as if we didn't get the best of them. It was the first game, Jason Tatum, he was missing a lot of shots. I think he missed the most, 28. The bench didn't step up, all these different things. So I expect that when these teams get their chemistry going, the Knicks wouldn't really be a match for them.
But here's the thing, but that's a fair point. But the only thing is this. Lance was not asking the question based on the fact that the Knicks won. Because it's a question he could have asked before the season even started. And what I said about the Knicks, I would have said even before the season started and they played the Celtics. So, yes, what I'm saying is the Knicks should have a better season than they had last year. And last year, they were rather good by Knicks standards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well then I'm in agreement with that. Well, let's move on now. After head coach Doc Rivers asked All-Star guard Ben Simmons to excuse himself from team training on Tuesday, the 76ers gathered for a team bonding meal with Simmons absent ahead of their opening game against the Pelicans. The 76ers went on to win 117-97 with Joel Embiid talking up the unity within the team ahead of another big season.
This is it after one game under your belt to just talk about basketball tonight.
It's fun, but like I said, that's been the message I've been giving the last few days. He hasn't bothered us at all. Our attitude in practices has been the same. Having fun with each other, the guys, that want to be there, and just playing together, moving the ball, sharing the ball, and and I thought defensively we were good tonight, except the last 3 minutes. So we gotta do a better job, especially the young guys when they come in. They gotta keep the intensity, even though the game, was over at that point.
I definitely love this for Joel Embiid. Well, George and Lance, do you think Ben Simmons will ever play again for the 76ers?
On the evidence of the last 24 hours, you've got to wonder.
What about the team bonding exercise? They literally had this team bonding exercise to show how, unified they are and basically make a point.
Look, professional sports people don't want to understand. It is very individualistic outside of the arena. And players play on the court and high five and everything. And the same men who high five, or same women, if it's a women's sport, the same athletes, teammates who high five and congratulate each other, motivate each other on the court. Off the court, they probably don't even say hi to each other. It's a fact. So it's easy to believe that the 76ers have not been affected by the Simmons issue. And guess why it's easy to accept that as well? When a player is injured or is in a contract wrangle with the club where he wants to stay, but the club and him can't agree on the terms that he'll stay under. So in the coach is that he's planning to go with this player. So if he's injured, you're planning for him to come back
like
in the game. Right. It can affect the team when he is not available because his team is still designed, the overall collective, for him to play a key role in it. When it is like Simmons is, when it is clear to the players there that, look, this guy doesn't want to be here. In their minds, the players have moved on from Ben Simmons.
And the coach.
And
he's planning without him.
And that's why they could have the dinner without him, because this is the group. The group does not include Ben Simmons. We aren't thinking about him. We are thinking about those who are here and how those who are here can help the team to win basketball games this season.
I said I loved it for Joel Embiid. How do you all feel? He has accepted this leadership role because that's basically what he's doing. He's gotten the mantle. What's the facial expression?
Yeah, because Joel Embiid, or one of our videographers and editors, Jason Bean Sawyers, can bear me out on this one. Joel Embiid once had us waiting 45 minutes for him at a press conference and he came and he answered 2 questions, and he was grumpy throughout. And I can't shake that, man, because we were on strict timing. Everybody was to come out, and within 5 minutes of your name being announced, 5 minutes, you'd come. So Westbrook came, LeBron came, KD came, Kyrie came on time. Westbrook came on time.
We don't know what
Everybody.
happened to Joel. Maybe
Joel
that was
Embiid
a
had us
one-off.
waiting for 45 minutes.
George
to
Davis
yeah?
of the SportsMax Zone. Maybe that was a one-off.
No, it wasn't that one off. And
You
we were
had to
there
go
holding
back?
boom microphones like this in a tight scrum and on one toe like this for 45 minutes.
Why would you stand with one toe while you wait for so long?
Because you had to hold your position in the crowd to ensure that you got good audio.
Yeah.
So it was and we were there for 45 minutes.
You'd lose it if you moved.
Yes, and he walked out and answered 2 questions and left. So ask Lance about Joel Embiid.
George, we don't carry feelings. We carry coolers.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, let's hope he stays injury-free.
All right, let's take a look at the results. George is not having it. Results. So we had the Hornets beating the Pacers. Of course, the Bulls getting the best of the Pistons. The Knicks beating the Celtics. Wizards beating the Raptors. Timberwolves, they overcame the Rockets. 76ers had a win over the Pelicans. Grizzlies beating the Cavaliers. Spurs 123. Beating the Magic, and then the Jazz overcoming the Thunder, Kings beating the Trail Blazers, and the Nuggets, they got that win against the Suns. Well, this is the 75th season of the NBA, and your home of champions has some big games for you later on a Thursday. Let's see what we have. The Mavericks will be up against the Hawks. That's 6:30 p.m. if you're in Jamaica, 7:30 Eastern Caribbean time. Then right after that, the Clippers will be up against the Golden State Warriors. That used to be Lance's team. And still to come, can the Windies turn around their dodgy form once the T20 World Cup bowls off? And it's a Thursday, which means we'll ride along with Lance Whitaker at the track.